is f***ing nuts, dude. Holy shit. Now I'm like 20,000 miles away from the map. I can see it all. Holy shit. Well, boys, the future is upon us. The latest squad patch has released, bringing to it the new Unreal Engine 5. For me, being able to see clean across the desert with the new nanite technology is worth it alone. And of course the vehicle handling, which we'll get into. But people's experience with this new patch is definitely a mixed bag, with some people gaining performance and others losing it.
Yo, who built this fucking tower? This is sick.
In today's video, we'll be going over everything within the new update, the good, bad, and the ugly, as well as touching on some things I've seen no other creator really touch on. Without any further ado, Squad 9.0, the Unreal Engine 5 update.
They're trying to dig it down with rockets.
For now, I'll enjoy this ride. Whoa. I think it's important to start this video out touching on something I've seen no other creator really touch on, and that's the fact that game development is never easy. It's long hours, constant testing, fixing one bug only to discover 3 more. Progress comes in inches, not miles, and most of the time, the hardest work is invisible. But every late night, every setback, it all adds up to something players can finally step into. Game dev is arduous, but that's the grind. That's what it takes to turn lines of code and broken builds into the living, breathing battlefield you play on. With that said, I totally get some of you's frustration. If you're like me, these OWI games are your favorite games. You really don't care to play much of anything else. But you must understand, this step into Unreal Engine 5 had to be taken, and it will take some hotfixes and many updates and time to get everything ironed out. Have a little patience. If you look on the Squad official Discord, there are many people just freaking out. And it seems as if some folks would have rather the game stay on a 10-year-old engine. Unreal Engine 5 itself has yet to really get its footing, but in order for that to happen, people need to use it, build games with it, and ultimately play it. And with that data, the engine will get better and better. Now, as for me, I am glad OWI stepped out into nothing with a leap of faith, trusting in themselves, knowing that eventually, not only Squad, but the Unreal Engine 5 itself will come into its own. This is the future of gaming, folks, and I know it's a little upsetting that your favorite game is a bit broken at the moment, but nothing good in this world comes easy.
Blow him up, blow him up, blow him up, blow him up. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. Beautiful.
Oh no, they said Allah Akbar. I gotta go back and edit that out, or YouTube will have my ass. Hey YouTube, fuck you. You can take your ad revenue and shove it up your ass. As everyone knows, I am a shill for OWI, and when I went onto the official Squad Discord and saw these folks crying like little babies, I couldn't help myself but to do my shill job, which got me temporarily banned from the official Squad Discord. Yeah, sure, maybe I was doing a little too much. But come on guys, if you're running on a 1060 or lower, it's time to upgrade your GPU. And the craziest part, most of these people complaining and freaking out are the guys that this jump to Unreal Engine 5 is going to benefit the most. And that is the mid-tier rig guys. Guys who are on an i5 CPU in like a 3080 or something. What these folks fail to realize is that the old version of Squad on the Unreal Engine 4 was CPU bound. The vast majority of computing was done by the CPU. And now with this jump to Unreal Engine 5, all that has changed. Now the vast majority of computing by the game is done by the GPU. So you folks, most of you folks complaining with mid-tier rigs, you will benefit the most from this update. The game used to be so reliant on a decent CPU, whereas now the Unreal Engine 5, almost all of the computing is done by the GPU, mind you, which is much more efficient than your CPU. just understand that it's gonna take some hot fixes and some time for everything to be ironed out. But I assure you, in the long run, you mid-tier guys are going to benefit the most. And let's be serious, my gameplay experience with this new update is far from peachy. In fact, I have yet to see anyone else experiencing what I've experienced, and that is when I ADS on any kind of zoomed in optics, everything surrounding my scope is like a freaking strobe light. And not every time, but this time in particular, it seemed to have messed with my shadows as well. Really weird. So every time I would change the direction in which I'm looking, the shadow would come from that direction. In fact, if you experience this, or better yet, know a fix, definitely let me know down in the comments, because I myself, like everybody else should be, am just simply waiting for a hotfix. So boys, understand, this move to the Unreal Engine 5 had to be made. We could no longer stay on a 10-year-old engine. Just have a little patience, and I assure you, it will be worth it. I saw one kid complaining about the vehicle handling and how it was harder. Come on guys, of course it's harder. It's more realistic. In fact, besides nanite, that might be my favorite part of this new build. The vehicle handling is amazing. It is so realistic. And now that the devs have the Unreal Engine 5 toolset, I think if we give them just a few years, they will really be able to hone in the gunplay as well.
Okay, remember? Pull off the road, pull off the road. دوري حبيبي, Allah is protecting us. دوري حبيبي, دوري حبيبي, Okay, get out حبيبي, get out.
With these new Unreal Engine 5 tools, I think the devs will finally really be able to give us gameplay that really coincides with their original vision. And this is exciting. But with all of that said, as great as Unreal Engine 5 will eventually make the game, for me, the most exciting fact is that we're one step closer to the real visceral OWI games coming to the Unreal Engine 5. So yeah boys, if your game looks something like this, try not to have a cow, for this is the future of gaming. And the reality is, we're just gonna have to go through a few growing pains for it to actually be ushered in. And once these corporations finally get their lifelike graphics, maybe then, finally then, they'll be able to focus on more important things we gamers care about, like actual innovation. Really, if you think about it, not much has actually changed since we made the leap to actual interactive 3D gaming. Quake was released, and literally within the same year, Team Fortress came out. And what are we playing right now? A class-based shooter. So hopefully, in the near future, we'll be able to see some innovation to game modes and other things. Because after all, we've been playing the same game modes for 30 years. Anyway, the incredible World War I game you saw footage of earlier is Beyond the Wire, or we the community have dubbed Squad 17. It has 4-way directional melee like Mordhau or Mountain Blade, and it's actually the game that inspired the ICO. So because it's hard to aim, it encourages intimate and visceral up-close melee combat. If you ask me, Beyond the Wire here is probably the most fun of all the OWI games. And go figure, it's a good game.
The last point, so I suspect if anybody's looking for a rally, that's where it's going.
we still play every Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 1:30. So come join us, and you can actually get the game for just $1.25 from certain sites. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, I'm a shill. I mean, buy it on Steam for $10. That's what I meant to say, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I kind of want to make them come to us, though, guys. We don't need to be running all the way up there. As long as they're not capping it.
Honestly, the gore system alone is worth coming and checking out, as well as in Squad 44 for that matter. But for me, the coolest part about Squad 17 here is the fact that there is no ticket system, which really makes for a constant, brutal onslaught that is really just unmatched by any other game I've played recently. The gameplay you are seeing here is with like 30, 40 players tops. What I would do to pack out a full 100 player server again. So come through every Saturday, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and join us beyond the wire. I got your back, Flame Boy. I'll cover you.
I'm gonna move our rally this unit.
Fall back, I'm gonna blow up.
There we go.
You know I had to go down with this shit. OG Squad and Unreal Engine 5 is one thing, but I must admit, I am most excited to see Squad 17, Squad 44, and Galactic Contention in the Unreal Engine 5. I know this update is a mixed bag for everyone, so let me know your thoughts down in the comments. As always, I want to thank the Mil-Simp minions, my channel members. Consider supporting the channel, helping me to get these more niche titles out to the greater gaming public. I will see you boys in the next one. Y'all be good to each other.